I'm Walt Disney, if you can't guess it already. I chose Walt Disney because he's just awesome. So who needs to explain why I want Walt Disney? So I was born in December 5th, 1901, and I died December 15th, 1966. 10 days after my 65th birthday. So, you can just call me Diz. You don't have to call me Walt. You can just call me Diz, because that's what my friends call me. So, I smoked a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean day in and out. A lot. So that's probably why I died, to be completely honest.
It is, isn't it?
So I created a company, but it didn't work out, and it died too, along with me. But later. I died later. Questions.
Were you like, are you like Walt Disney in the TV shows, or was that just acting, or was that really you in the TV shows?
No, the person in the TV shows was the Walt Disney from the TV shows. He didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't
Say bad words.
Yeah, he didn't do stuff like that. But the real Walt Disney did all those things. Yes.
What was your company?
The
The first one.
first one? Okay, the first one was Laughograms. It was where they would make little shorts of cell animation and then put it in movies.
Like before the big movie started, it was like a little
Yeah.
clip before the other movie started. It was called Laughogram,
Laughograms.
and it
What
failed.
happened?
It died. It tanked.
Yeah, it died of bankruptcy soon after.
And then you created a second company, right?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
It was the not Laughograms. Laughograms was my first one. It was the Disney Brothers.
So your brother joined you.
Yes, my brother Roy joined me. And after my brother Roy joined me, we got enough money to finish all our Alice's shorts or movies, and we had a very, very, very big company. And by then, I chose to make it the Walt Disney Studios, and we got like 800 people or something like that. A lot. Any questions?
What did you do in your company?
We made shorts like
In Disney, the Disney company?
the Disney. Yeah, we made cell animations and stuff like that. Yeah.
Can you?
Yes.
Oh,
When did you actually start making movies? I know you made shorts, but when did you make long movies, like the feature length movies?
We made them. The first movie we ever made was in the Walt Disney Studio, where it was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
that was the first cartoon animated feature-length film.
Yes, it was.
And how did you feel about that?
I was personally super scared
Why?
because everyone knows that you can make people laugh, right?
With a
In a
cartoon?
cartoon. So the question I was asking then was, can I make people cry?
Were you successful?
Yes, I was. Any other questions?
Can you tell us about the Alice in Cartoon Lands? What was special and unique about them?
Oh yes, the Alice in Cartoonland shorts were from Laughograms, but they just barely had enough money to finish them. And they took a girl and they put her in a cartoon. So it was like a girl in a cartoon.
Like a real girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
When did you make Disneyland? Like, was that before or after you died?
That was before.
Right.
I remember walking around in Disneyland. Those are the days. Right.
Did you ever, how did you die? Was it because of a heart disease from smoking?
Yes, it was caused from smoking. It was collapse caused by the lung cancer.
Could you tell us about how you developed Mickey Mouse?
Okay, so we had a rabbit in the Disney Brothers, I think it was, and I wasn't paying them a lot because I used to think everyone loved me, but then when they got up and righted, I'm like, what? So
When they left.
So Mickey Mouse, we started with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which was a rabbit. We made shorts of him and yeah. And so then we had, and then we were going into bankruptcy, and I wasn't paying we weren't going into bankruptcy. I was paying my workers minimum wage, or like really small wage, and so they all quit and went to Mints.
Yep.
And Mints continued to make Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So I had no mascot. So I created Mickey Mouse. Well, his name wasn't Mickey. It was Mortimer. Yeah, Mortimer.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. But my wife, Lily Bounds, she said Mickey would be better.
And the wife's always
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I just remembered something. In the new show, in the new kid version of the show with Mickey Mouse now, they have a new neighbor from the clubhouse, and his name is Mortimer Mouse.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
The Mickey Mouse cartoons you see now are nothing like the Mickey Mouse cartoons way back when.
But they added in Mortimer.
What type of boss were you?
I was a very mean boss.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Like, I wasn't mean. I was just not paying my cleaners and people like that lots of money. When I built my big company, the Walt Disney Studios, I had to where there were buildings and all the people could live there. And everyone had carpets and rugs and beds and TVs and stuff like that. But then when we were starting to go a little poor, I had my cell workers and people like that weren't as important as the actual drawers of the cell. I had them being paid minimum wage, taking away their rugs, and most of their fun stuff. Yeah. And so they got up and rioted. Yeah, not the best choice on my watch. Any other questions?
They created unions, right?
Why did you change Mickey Mouse from being a rat to a mouse?
He was actually a rabbit.
A rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh.
But since all my workers went to another company, we had to give them the Oswald, and we lost that one. Yes.
Is it true that you made sound and color into the cartoon?
Yes. My company was one of the first companies to put sound in a cartoon. And then we were probably the first company to put sound and color into a cartoon. Yes.
I heard that, but I already heard that cartoons back in the day actually did have sound, but the
Your
Mickey
sync.
Mouse cat
Yeah.
was in sync with the gags and
Yeah,
everything.
Mickey Mouse was in sync.
Do you happen to recall what the name was?
Yes. Tugboat Willie.
Steamboat.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, where he's
It
whistling.
was-
while
The first cartoon that had sound in it. The audience loved it so much they begged the projector to redo it again.
Right before the film.
Because the reason why most people didn't do sound in their cartoons, was because you had to line up the sound exactly with the cartoon.
It was hard.
Probably challenging, huh?
Yeah.
Really hard. Well, good job.
Any other? Yes.
What was your favorite food? What did you like to eat?
I don't remember.
been a while.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
You have to be long time.
Yeah.
That's right. And
Yeah.
go ahead, Sarah.
What was your favorite childhood memory?
My childhood memory was way back when I lived on a farm. It was my favorite place in my whole life because I could just do whatever I wanted there pretty much. I could run around, I could play with the horses, I could do anything I wanted. So
Nice.
that's one of the places I felt free. Yes.
And why would people shout "Man in the Woods" when they would hear you coughing down the halls?
Because there was a scene in Bambi, I think it was, because smoking causes coughs and coughs and coughs. So, the reason why somebody said "Man in the Woods" was because I coughed when we were shooting Bambi in the sound stage, and then somebody said "Man in the Woods." Because that was the line, so.
Right.
So did that become part of Bambi? You coughing?
Really?
Not him coughing though.
No.
Man,
Any other questions?
Any other questions? Yes.
Was your first day at opening Disneyland
Success?
No, well, yeah. My 900-pound elephant got stuck in the mud. The asphalt on the ground was so new and it was so hot that day that when you walked, it would stick to the bottom of your shoes. It was a disaster the first day.
900 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. But you loved it, didn't you?
And you can't buy gum in Walt Disney or chew it.
Mm-mm.
Anything.
You made that glue by yourself.